Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. This is Annie Kidwai, and I hope you all are doing wonderfully well and doing great in your lives. To know more about me, please go and check out www.vertexsolution.com and find all the details about me there. So, ladies and gentlemen, what I'm going to talk about in this video in particular. Firstly, I speak on mental health. I promote mental health through my videos and make people aware about different types of mental disorders, mental health conditions, and how they can overcome. And I speak on the positive aspect of mental health and educating people, right, about the same. Because the role of a psychologist, a clinical psychologist, or a counseling psychologist, or a psychiatrist in general is to educate people and eliminate the issue at the best possible outcomes, right? Or at least control the problem in a way, in a good way. So this is what the objective of learning psychology, this is what the objective, of getting licensed and giving counseling sessions to individuals. Because I'm an educator, I'm in the field of education. I also hold masters in clinical psychology and child psychology in education as well. So that is why I speak on different learning disabilities amongst children. I speak on to mental health awareness in the form of different videos I made educating people on mental health conditions and disorders. So I think it's very important, ladies and gentlemen, to understand that certainly to have a profile by name, a psychological profile by name of any individual, we certainly require a lot of evidences, backed scientific evidences, backed by great research, literature, and analysis of the behavior, having a session, one-on-one session with that individual, and the sessions with the people around that individual with whom he or she may share personal or professional relationships, until and unless we are unable to give a psychological profile of any individual by name. And I think this is very unprofessional. This is extremely unprofessional behavior. When I see some people may do this. So this kind of an activity is unprofessional by nature. 1. 2. When I talk about mental disorders or behaviors or observations that I observe in people, it is a general assumption of behaviors, okay? Because when there's a difference between assumption and there is a difference between diagnosis. So assumptions cannot be diagnosis. So we cannot make certain profiles of individuals as a diagnosis without even having a conversation or any evidences, scientific evidences, or conversations with the family, friends, or co-workers or colleagues or professional persons of any individual in the world. So this is on the first stage itself, this is complete unprofessional behavior, right? Secondly, in terms of this is one thing I wanted to convey and communicate, also to make you aware, my dear viewers, subscribers who are here. So it's important to understand to whom we choose our healthcare provider, right? So this is also one thing I wanted to communicate you guys, that there's a lot of difference between assumptions and diagnosis. When you name any individual and you speak about the psychological profile, it is just an assumption, right? And it is a perspective. So this is also a very, very unprofessional and unhealthy behavior and attitude from that end as well. I mean, I found it completely unprofessional. So we can speak on the cases we have done, right? When you are in the field of clinical psychology or a psychiatry, whenever you speak on a particular case, you that means you have handled that case, you have done that case, like we do an internship also. And we keep the information confidential of individuals. This is another thing. So we do run YouTube channels and we do educate. So it is just the content to educate people, like to tell them like these things happen around you, or these things exist. But how far these things are true, this is completely unprofessional if people do such kind of things on any particular platform or a channel. So whatever content you are consuming, educational, it should be based on, it should be like that you're getting educated about something, that you are consuming any particular content in a way that you are being enlightened, that okay, this theory is also there, this thing is also there, this is also the part of human psychology, or this mental disorder is a part of human psychology, or these are the symptoms, these are the preventions. But creating a profile without doing a case, without evidences, is unprofessional in nature, ladies and gentlemen. So this is what I want to convey to you, all of you, here in this video. I hope I've made myself clear. So do consume right information, good education to consume that educates your mind. But any certain assumptions based on unethical practices is not right. Thank you so much and have a great day, ladies and gentlemen.